saw something online where this guy basically said whether you give 100% or you give 80%, the things that suck will still suck. And first off, I thought that message was pretty sick. I mean, it's true, right? Everything that sucks, whether it's a part of what you want to do, will still suck whether you ease off the gas at the end, somewhere in the middle, or if you give 100. But I think that's a good thing. I think too often we hear to like do what you want, do what makes you happy. But I think we forget that sometimes the things to make us happy or the things we want to do takes a lot of hard shit. I don't think there's any avoiding that. Like, you could love your job, but there are going to be parts of it that you just despise and you kind of just have to work through it. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think we too often we focus on that sucking versus why we do the things that suck. I think we think of the past so much and we don't enjoy like what we currently have. I think subconsciously we try to make these things suck less by easing off the gas as if it would make these things suck. It's just a little less, be a little easier to get through. But doing that doesn't make this thing that sucks suck any less. It's still shitty. You are just now shittier at that thing. You are just now a worse version of you that needed to complete that. I just don't get why we do these things. We put ourselves in these situations where we decide that this is what we need to do, and we know we have more to give. We just don't. We do these half measures to finish this race, to finish whatever it is, the task that's at hand, just to get to the end, just to cross that line, versus getting on top of the podium, right? In this example, at least. But why? You have more to give, and you're cutting yourself short for no good reason. The best version of yourself is the version of yourself that gives it everything. It makes everything else easy. Because the version of yourself that gave everything can rest easy knowing that if something doesn't work out, if something just doesn't go the way you wanted it to, that's all right. You gave it all. I mean, there's no changing what happened. You gave the most authentic and real version of yourself, and it just didn't work. Versus the other side, I guess, whereas if you just cut yourself short, in the back of your head, you're always just thinking, well, what if I actually did give everything I had? What if I attempted to do everything to the level I knew I could do? What then? Right? There's no more questions about it. You make it, you don't. And I think more often than not, you will make it. Because not everybody's going to give that 100%. Even the people who are more talented than you and cut themselves short, you will eventually surpass them at some point. Because your 100% will just keep climbing, whereas their 80% will just slowly diminish. Because I think the more you give out of something, the more you give, the more you can eventually take, right? And I really don't think it matters what it is. I don't really think it matters what that thing is, right? Whether it is to clean the dishes, or it's to run a marathon, or it's to start in the gym, or it's to squat 600 pounds. I think you do the best with what you have and give everything at all in your current moment and be present in that current moment, right? The moment passes, and what you do right now, you'll still be thinking about. At least I do. I overthink a lot. And that's something I'm trying to work through, a more positive light. That who I am now is a combination of what I've done, but that's a different tangent. What it is matters right now is just what's at hand, right? If you're a janitor, be the best janitor you can be. If you're a CEO, be the best CEO you can be, right? Don't cut yourself short where you know you have more to give, right? Because one day you won't have that opportunity. One day you will lace up your shoes for the last time and would not promise that last for the time at hand. Anything could happen. Tomorrow could be your last day. Or even if tomorrow's not your last day, even if it's in 70 years, one day is all over. Your body gives up on you. You won't be where you once were, and the ability to have it. Or maybe it's not even age, or your body gives up, or your whatever. Maybe you have responsibilities. Maybe you're someone like me who has nobody that needs to depend on him. And the message to myself is like, why not take this opportunity now to fail and try and try and try? Have that vision, know who I am, and then pursue that thing. I think right now, giving it my all is just punching a lottery ticket, right? I put out 1,000. There's 1,000 shots to win that lottery, and I think the odds of winning the lottery are much better in this case. So you can influence it, right? And the best thing about giving you 100% is it looks different from day to day. Some days you're just drained. Some days you have a long day at work. Some days you just don't eat enough. You didn't sleep well. You have a bunch of stress, whatever. But that 100% is still there. The 100% just looks like you're on the moon one day, and the other 100% looks like you're just in the trenches and you're just fighting for your life. But 100% is still 100%. And every single step you give at the maximum volume you can give will get you closer than if you just ease off. It gets easier too. I think the weird thing is that giving 100% is like a weird paradox because, well, you always give 100%, then the task keeps getting higher, right? Well, now this has to scale up, this has to scale up, and this has to scale up. Like being in the gym, right? The numbers have to keep going up, then keep improving, right? Or something has to change, right? Doing the same thing will only get you what you like once had, bars. But but here's the thing about that is you always give 100%. Mentally, you'll get better at it because you're so used to giving this 100%, giving everything you have, that it's just normal. It's just who you are. You are somebody who, no matter what happens, you do everything you can to get there, right? You've done this before, right? Like in the back of your head, you're like, okay, well, this thing might suck, but I've put in so many reps. I've done this before. I can do this again, right? The weight doesn't get any lighter. You just get stronger. Don't cut yourself short. Do what you can and be the best version.